again, football fans, and welcome back to OG Fantasy Football. Week 4 is in the books. John and I just got back from Orchard Park, Western New York, where with our best friends in the world, we watched our beloved Buffalo Bills squish the fish 48-20. Johnny, I got to admit something right here on live national to tape podcasting. I came dangerously close to ODing this weekend. On joy.
Let's go Buffalo! Let's go Buffalo! Let's go Buffalo! Let's go Buffalo!
Yeah! What a weekend!
What a great weekend!
So
Still
fun.
recovering.
Yeah, we're doing the podcast a little early. We're a little hoarse. There was a lot of screaming involved. Johnny, I mean these get-togethers get better and better. This is our third year in a row doing this, and I mean it was perfect.
It was insane. It was so crazy. Coach McDermott said he'd never experienced the NFL game so loud and said it sounded like jet engines.
No kidding, man. I haven't been to that stadium in so long. It was all kind of new to me. It's been I think it's been over 20 years. But what an atmosphere. What a day when people were like, it's really hot. I'm like, it's 79. This is perfect. Oh, I mean, it was just nonstop hugging. Then this year, the only yelling I did was happy. I didn't yell. I didn't get any screaming matches with any of the opposing fans. It was just pure joy from start to finish. And even the first couple touchdowns Miami scored, it was A-Chain, who I have in my other league. So, it wasn't too bad. You hedge your happiness when you get upset in this fantasy football world. But man, what a great time. Great friends. And big shout out to you, John Ainsworth Burrell III, for two reasons. Not only keeping this unbelievable group of friends together through this fantasy league for 34 years, but you made this happen 3 years in a row, getting together, and I can't wait to do it again. Maybe with you, Lumpy. Steve Lumpy Kears. 0 for 3. 0 for 3. Where do we got it? Where's the game got to be played? Your backyard? Would you come if it was in your backyard? Anyway, you suck, Lump. We had a great time. And my goodness, Johnny, you just keep rolling along. This is your third good week in a row, but let's not bury the lead. Some young guy off to just a tear. He has won the $50 high point total 3 weeks in a row, Johnny. This is a great start for him.
Has that ever happened before?
I don't know if it has. I don't know if anybody's ever had the turkey, the 3 in the row. I don't think that's happened. But my God, you're lucky if you get $150 in this league, and he's already got it after less than a quarter. On fire. But wait a minute. Nipping at his heels. It's my podcast partner and good friend, John Burrell, the shit suckers. He's only 27 behind. It's really kind of a 4-man race. Omaha Steaks, my brother with our beloved Josh Allen, who laid a 40 burger. Oh, he's playing so good. You do not badmouth my Josh Allen. I won't stand for it. I wouldn't stand for it after week 1. I won't stop believing. And then here comes Debo. He's 50 out. And then we got everybody else is over 100 points. That's not where I want to be. The Taysom bitches are 142 out. Oh, that's not a good number.
It is not. It is not. It is developing into a 4-man race early. And if you look down at the bottom, it's really scary. The meltdowns and the Mansfield mob. Yeah, it's
185 points out after 4 weeks is not great. And Jeff Golly drafted a good team, but Joe Burrow, wow, what's going on in Cincinnati? I love to see it. Everything's coming up Bills for me, except for the Chiefs. Oh, the Chiefs. We couldn't get the TV to work in the house that we rented because we just couldn't get regular TV. Like, do we have rabbit ears? We finally got it just in time to see Patrick Mahomes on the last play. Running is an 18-pointer oh my God. Takes a knee. I didn't draft you number 5 overall to be smart. I didn't ask you to do the smart thing. And Johnny, that would have covered the spread in Vegas too. You know how much money exchanged hands on that knee down? Technically, it was a smart thing to do, but I yelled. There was a few profanities. I got over it. You suck, Mahomes. I'm sick of the Chiefs. I posted something about our Bills and this girl that I met at a club in Kansas, Chiefs. And I'm like, I just sent the red heart. But inside, I'm like, fuck the Chiefs, man. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, Mahomes, and your stupid haircut, and you're putting the ketchup on the steak, and your wife hates that Taylor Swift is on the scene. She hates it. I love seeing you just scowl the whole game. Who cares?
Did you see what Aaron Rodgers said today?
Or
maybe it was yesterday.
I did tell our audience.
He was commenting on the game and was excited that the Jets did really well. In fact, one key player in particular that they kept in check was Mr. Pfizer.
Mr. Pfizer. Man, what a sellout. Do you see how it works, John?
Also known as Mrs. Swift or Mr. Swift.
Do you see how all the strings are pulled and how all the pieces go together? Oh, I'm hosting Saturday Night Live. Oh, I'm dating Taylor Swift. Who knew that would happen? Oh, I'm a pitch man for Pfizer. You're in the Illuminati now, Kelsey. You're my enemy. Josh Allen will never join the Illuminati. He may never win a Super Bowl, but that boy's going to stay clean. I like him with the long hair. By the way, I'm not wearing a hat tonight. Only a couple weeks left. Was growing out the hair for the 3 people that would check out the video of this. But I was growing it out for a film, got delayed because of the strike, and now I got to cut it. I'm pretty happy to be working with my boy, Sam Ryder, again. We're back in agent mode, and then boom, I grow it right back out. I almost got the young Jim Morrison, Johnny. Almost. Let's take a look at some young guy's week. My goodness. You know, as a guy who had a pretty strong, let's go back next week and analyze my brother's start last year because he came out of the gates. But when you see a 30, a 30, and a 20 in the first 5 lines of your score, you had a good week. Looking like a genius, taking Richardson in the second round. Johnny, you took Kirk Cousins and we thought you were crazy. Richardson, 31 points. That's 2 passing. That's legit. 2 passing, a 9-pointer, a 6-pointer, and then a rushing touchdown, and then a 2-point conversion. Really, really nice production. So look, if he can stay healthy, that guy is going. He could challenge our dear sweet Josh Allen. Bring it, Anderson. He gets 33 from McCafferty in the Beaver Brown Band. God, he is good for a white boy, isn't he, Johnny?
He's good. Yeah, absolutely.
And then, unfortunately, someone woke up. AJ Brown. This is his first production of the entire year. A 59-yarder for 12 and a 28-pointer for 9 for 29. Fantastic. Keenan Allen has an off day and only has 6. And then he starts the wrong kicker. Hey, he's in first place. He's won 3 weeks in a row. Who's the idiot? Who are the idiots? Is it the 2 you're looking at and listening to right now? Or is it the guy who's got 2 kickers on his roster? Look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But Bill Maher had 16 and he starts El McPherson with 3. You idiot, some young guy, if that is your real name. Johnny, Why don't you take us through who had the second highest point total of the week?
78 points for the week, my 3rd week in a row at or above 78.
That's a good run.
The shit suckers. Now, I actually left points on the board for the first time. Did not start Russell Wilson. Russ had 24. Cousins slowed down a little bit, only had 15 for me. Yeah. Kieran Williams, who I picked up a week or 2 ago, got me 12 with 2 short rushing touchdowns. And then Swift picked up 1 6-pointer rushing.
Yep. And back on the board.
First drive of the game, Rich Stadium or whatever it's called now. It's always Rich Stadium.
Always rich in my heart.
Gabe Davis.
What a way to start the day.
9 points. Nico Collins, who I picked up last week.
How dare you?
Always good to see your transactions and your free agent pickups do well. He had a 2-yarder and a 52-yarder for 18 points.
You're crushing the waivers.
Mr. Consistent, Jake Elliott.
Jumbo.
18 more points. 18 more points with 3 field goals and 2 extra points. 4 field goals, excuse me.
1 month and he's had 2 18-point weeks. This is unbelievable production. This is kicker of the century.
Yeah, so excited with 78 points and just waiting for some young guy to have an off week. Maybe I can
back
catch up.
Down to earth. Look, we might want to spend a little more time talking about the point totals for players we didn't get to last week, just to give you a kind of an indication of how compared to your traditional league. what the difference is there, because you're going to be surprised at a couple of them. But we had the ass kickers and the Omaha Steaks coming in at 77, Southpaws at 76. A lot. Look at this. And then 2 people over 60, and then the Taysom bitches chugging, just chugging. Look, I had a decent Sunday at Rich Stadium with my best friends in the world, and it wasn't just the boys. Shout out to Michelle Mitchell-Eaton. Good to see her. Gosh, she gets prettier and prettier, John. We come from good stock in Western New York. But I had a good day, and then you think Patrick Mahomes, Patty, you're due. He's had 12, 18. That's terrible. That's not why you draft him in the first round. Oh, but he comes through with 9. What are you doing, Patty Mahomes? Look,
leaves
he's got
18
Minnesota.
On the board at
He's
the
got
3-yard line.
Just disgusting. And we all watched it together. Oh, we had a good dinner at Bellagio. Nick Patillo, we missed you, buddy. He's up there checking on his daughter in college. Hope you had a fun parents' weekend. We'll see you next time we're here. Let's just take a look at my score. We already mentioned the aforementioned shithead Patrick Mahomes. And you know what? Until further notice, we're in a fight. Look, who in injured reserve all year. I got Kyler Murray. I got him. His thumbs are so sore from playing Madden. He's playing video games, but he's studying some tape. Is he going to play? I hope he plays, because if he comes out with a 40 burger, your ass is on the bench or traded. I just said that. I'll trade Patrick Mahomes. And you know what? Hey, Dunk. Maybe Mahomes. We're going to work something out. I want Kelsey. Kelsey's a chosen one. The Illuminati says, Kelsey, this is your year. He's going to have 150 points in this league. You watch. He'll get hot. Everything's scripted. Reality is scripted. But I'm writing my own script. Josh Jacobs with 6 points. Welcome to the league, Josh Jacobs. And something like 8 catches, Johnny, for 10 targets. We like to see that trend. We'd like to turn that 6, put it like a 2 in front of it. Speaking of 2s, Derrick Henry, my second-round pick. The guy that I passed in the first round for Alvin Kamara. You're dead to me, Kamara. 21 points with a bruising. Johnny, have you seen any highlights? Because that run, that was a beautiful stiff arm. Not since a young Earl Campbell have I seen such power. He still got it at age 30, whatever. And he throws one. Johnny, he threw one for you last year, didn't he? It's a thing now. It's trending.
Yes,
Derrick
sir.
Henry, I hope your arm is sore from throwing touchdowns this season. Mike Evans gets hurt in about the second quarter. Get well soon. He's got his bye. Palmer. So much for that genius pickup with Mike Williams. Hey, Mike, can't wait. Can't wait till you're back, and I won't draft you next year. Taysom Hill going to have to start thinking about it. These guys are all blanked me. None of my receivers scored. But my sweet, sweet dulcet-toned kicker. And Aubrey was her name. Aubrey with 12. That's double digits in every game this year. Looking like a genius. He's never played football, Johnny. He's a soccer player. By the way, when I was home back at the Bills game, it was rain. It sprinkled here in LA. So, of course, they canceled the games because you can't get the children wet. Can't get them wet. So I'm excited to be here at practice, and because they're running until somebody throws up. So one of them's going to throw up after that embarrassing 0-3 win. And then I left 12 on the bench, Johnny, which is good news because somebody on my bench finally scored.
Yes,
Khalil Herbert with a 12-pointer. And guess what? He goes right into my starting lineup. Oh, there is no love in Chicagoville, is there? They had that game sewn up. And then Denver. Good for you bouncing back. Johnny, where you want to take it from here? You want to look at some stats? How you feeling?
Sure. Let's take a look at some stats. Let's see what players are doing well. I think the primary stat that we're going to be most excited about as we look at all players year-to-date stat. Who's at number 1, Brian?
Who do you draft number 1 overall in this league, John Burrell? Hey, Stanley Ullman. Who would you Stanley, we got to learn. We're 73. There's not much curve left. You draft Josh Allen. Head of the entire
111 points.
My God, 111. It's the number of angels, Johnny. It means I'm on the right track. I've been doing a lot of research. Let's take a look at the quarter. I'm going to take a look at the quarterback, sneaky little peek-a-loo. God, Joshy, 111 already. And that's second place. Look at Justin Herbert. Ass kickers. I told them, good move at the 11-12 turn. I like taking guys who had down years. Josh Allen not going to have another down year. That's how that's going to work. Who's in third? Kirk Cousins tied for third with Lamar Jackson. And look at that, Richardson already up there with 88 points. So there's your top 5. Compare this to the beginning of the year. In our league right now, the top 5 are Josh Allen, Herbert, Cousins, Lamar Jackson, and Richardson. Not exactly the 5 that were billed at the top of your draft list. Jordan Love is having a solid year, even though he didn't have that good a game, with 85. Hurts, 84. And then how many more am I going to? I'm tired. My mouth hurts from pronouncing so many names before I get to you, Mahomes. 51 points. 51 points. My sweet dear Josh Allen has 60 more than you. You know what? All he needs is to work on his short game a little bit. He's going to be a better golfer than you too. I hope you get in the Illuminati. I hope you do as well. Drinking adrenochrome. How dare you? Let's go to running backs, Johnny, because in our league, that's where the other big points are. It's a quarterback-driven league. Look at how stupid this is. Couple of fish. Fish at the top because of one game. That's crazy.
Tied. 2 fish tied at the top.
Most it.
And
they
chain.
63. They're on a blistering pace. Good
Yeah,
Lord. Check my math, but they're on pace for 230, 250. We'll get back to you on that. Look at Christian McCaffrey, 60 points. And that's the elite of the elite in our league. And then look at that. It's a John Burrell pickup. Kyron Williams, 42 points. Another pickup. Jerome Ford with 38. Brian Robinson Jr., 38. Kenneth Walker's looking pretty good. Well, we're still talking, and there's another name. Finally, I get Derrick Henry. That's a big improvement. He jumps from 6 all the way to 27. We like the way that's trending. But
absolutely,
look at that. Jerick McKinnon has 24 points, and that was just in one game. That's just, you can go 6 weeks without scoring, and if you have 3 good weeks in this, because it's not head to head, it's just point total. You got to decide: do I weather those storms, or do I just make the moves? Taysom. Now, look at the difference with the wide receivers, Johnny. Keenan Allen is dominating, but he only has 45 points. That's almost 20 points lower than the top running back behind our beloved Stephon Diggs. Hey, now that your brother has plenty of time, shut your mouth, Diggs brother, about your brother not being happy and moving. How happy did you watch the game? He looked pretty happy to me, John.
He looked ecstatic.
He looked very ecstatic. And you know what? The Southpaws are pretty ecstatic, because he snagged him right from out from under me. But then I wouldn't have had that sweet Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, if he has 100 points again, how amazing will that be? Tyreek Hill, 33. Oh, Cheetah. Talk too much, Cheetah. You talk too much.
Here comes Debo.
Here comes Debo. 27. Justin Jefferson finally getting in the end zone. This could be that breakout year that we thought he was due for in our league. It doesn't matter if you have 2,000 yards. Yards are for nerds. Brian Johnson, Brad Johnson, not going to look at his name. It just says B here. You're not worth it. But he scored again. He's got 27 points. Nico Collins. Johnny, you started a guy named Nico. What's wrong with you?
Hey,
what are you doing? What are you, a Greek shipping heir? Man, I have a quick mind. Not so much tonight. Oh my God, Johnny! By the way, look. There's another major announcement. I'm transitioning from weed to edibles. Took a couple of those. Our sponsor that I plugged last week. I was paranoid. I was going to take one. Had a 7:20 flight. I'm like 6:30. I'm starting to go through security. I'll pop one. I'll sneak the other one. It's just a little fruit chew. It looks like Starburst. I'll put that in my carry-on. We had to wait beneath the escalator, and one of the people in line was like, to ask the security guy, "Why do we have to wait? Why are we waiting for?" He's like, "Well, it's just taking a while. People, getting through the dogs." And I was like, "Dogs." The dog's going to smell my fruit chew, my cannabis-infused fruit juice. I said, "Johnny, I got to take them both." And it worked out. I went to the Kiss bar, the Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley bar, had one screwdriver, got a friendly pour. And by the time Kenny and I sat down, peaking. It was perfect. Talked for an hour, closed my eyes. And then next thing you knew, we are starting our descent into Charlotte, Miracle of modern science, Johnny. Can't wait to take another one in about 5 minutes. Let's look at the tight ends. There's nothing. You know why? Tight ends suck. Don't use them anymore. You're stupid. I'm in a keeper league. Kelsey's going to be on that guy's team forever. It's dumb. Get rid of the position.
Kelsey's only got 12.
He does have 12. See, you're distracted. Pfizer boy. He's not scoring swiftly. Man, this is not gonna end for you. It's not gonna end well for you. Sold his soul, dude. Sold his soul. Her next album, oh my God. I think it's just gonna be called Fuck Kelsey. And it's gonna sell 50 billion copies. And he's just gonna be a shell. You're gonna be a broken shell of a man, Kelsey. I love it. This is the end. This is the end of the Chiefs. Please don't make me pull this up when they win another fucking Super Bowl. I don't want them to win another Super Bowl. Johnny, I think the Taysom Hill experiment's going to end for me. He's just not looking like that magic is going to happen again. And Derek Carr, is it David? Something with a D. Anyway, I didn't think he was going to play. Derek. Boy, David Carr got the living crap beat out of him. Remember that? That was a few years back. I don't know if you watched the game. I watched the game on the plane last night. JetBlue. Hey, thanks for having a flight this time. I appreciate it. Summertime. Nope. Your flight's canceled. We'll give you a voucher though. Well, you just screwed me. It's a free ticket to get screwed again. You did a great job. Good flight. People in back of me didn't kick the seat. Everybody was happy. John, you put out positivity. Positivity comes back. That's all I'm saying. Johnny, I want to take a look ahead to week 5. Our brains have been a little cloudy, but you know what? I just drank beer. I didn't polish off a couple bottles of bourbon. I just passed out on a couch now like you were on the floor. We're not going to put those pictures. These pictures are not for public consumption. Maybe one of them. Johnny fell asleep on the floor clutching coasters. Drink coasters. We're like, is that a gun in his hand? No, it's coasters. We thought you were writing a note. Get this to the mayor. We have a good time. We're grown-ass men and we'll do what we want in final days. Now, this coming week, Johnny, we got a couple buys. Let's talk about that for a second. Do you have any players that are on the buy?
I have a bunch that are on the buy. Hopefully by 2:00 this morning, I no longer will. But yeah, I've got basically no backups that I can put in with 3 wide receivers all on the buy this week. So got to make some moves, and that's what everybody's got to do this time of year. You got to start to manage your roster. You have 2 quarterbacks or a couple tight ends on your roster or 2 kickers. Might be time to figure it out and drop somebody and pick somebody up who's playing this week.
Or if you're in first place with those 2 kickers, you just go, hey, fuck off, everybody. Watch my ass as I go further and further ahead of you. Some young guy's a genius. Finally shows his face, and now he's been laying in the weeds. He's been laying low. Did he win? He hasn't won this league, has he?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like he came close. Didn't he have Josh Allen a couple weeks? Yeah, he pissed it away. Or somebody came storming back, but he's not messing around. He's like, I am not Carl Northrup's second team, damn it. And I ain't Carl Northrup's wife either. I'm a real live man. I'm a real live man. Now I've got the San Diego Chargers. I don't care.
He does have a title. Let's back up a second. 2021, according to this, he has a title.
He did win. Apologies, some young guy. That's quick. That's quick to win in this league. Congratulations. Didn't take my nephew long. Here comes Steve-O. He's actually having a solid year. He's going to stick with that name, though, isn't he? I've got Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneer football team on a bye as well. That's a good timing for me. He needs to get his hammy. Maybe he could talk to your boy Cooper. Are you excited that Cooper's coming back?
I am. Can't wait. Is it going to be this week? Have we heard for sure yet?
Well, I don't know. I actually heard our beloved oh god damn it. No, I'm blanking on his name. Vaughn. I'm sorry, Vaughn.
What'd you hear?
Talking about he only has 1 padded practice after all this time, and then he can't guarantee it. But you don't get the padded practices in that you used to. So who knows if Cooper Kupp is going to come back this week? Who knows if Taylor is coming back in Indy? Who knows? We're gonna wait and see. Johnny, just take a look. I've got the most ridiculous play in my one other league. I have David Montgomery By the way, Devon A-Chain of the Miami Dolphins is averaging 9.7 yards per carry before contact. How's that even possible?
Before contact? Whoa.
Before contact. He's getting a dime before anybody touches him on average. That's the most insane stat I've seen. I've got so many running backs in the other league. I've got Montgomery. I've got Gibbs. I've got A-Chain. I've got that Calvin Williams. And then I got Khalil Herbert and Taylor coming back. Time to get on that trade board. I'll trade you, Mahomes. Murray comes back and lays 39. You're gone. You're history. And then you'll win somebody the league. But I don't care. Johnny, we got a little bit more time, but we're exhausted. You hear my voice. Nothing a little more White Claw Surge won't cure. Anything else that you want to discuss before we wrap up and head into week 5? We will officially be, I don't know, the math's weird because it's an odd number now, but a quarter of the way through. Can you believe that? It goes by too fast. Life is better when fantasy football is happening.
It sure is. And it's going to be tough to beat week 4 for a lot of reasons this season. But just keep plugging. We're going to have a great season. Bills are on top. I'm in second. Last time that Bob won, I was in second, I believe. Chasing
There
him.
you go. You and Bob, neck and neck, doing the redo. Well, we're going to cut it a little bit short tonight because not only are we exhausted, but we also have to rest up I have to rest up more than anybody because I got to get up at 6:28 a.m. to watch our beloved Bills over in London. That's the game we would have gone to if we all had a little more money. Some of us do, and I don't. I'm not going. Listen, next year, let's do it. But everybody, good luck this week, week 5. Hit those waiver wires. Don't give up. Even if you're in a dumb head-to-head league, just play along with us. Draft a team. Take a look at how we do it and just see. Look at your players. Oh, my running back caught one. That's only 6 points. That would have been 18, you're saying, in yours? I'm interested. Tell me more. So anyway, good luck to everybody in week 5. Thanks for tuning in again. God bless you, Buffalo Bills, for an amazing, amazing experience. And for John Burrell, I'm Brian Dunkleman saying, we'll see you next time on OG Fantasy Football. Go Bills.
Go Bills.